Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back from the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some ladder. We're going to try to get to 7,000 trophies. I climbed up a lot since my last video. I'm on a solid win streak right now. I won my last 5 games. I finally had some time to push quite a bit, getting towards the end of the school year. So I apologize for not uploading. The last couple days I've been, pretty busy with, projects and presentations coming up, like exams. But good news is Tuesday is my last day of school, Tuesday next week, so I'm almost done, and then I'm gonna try to upload. Goal is to upload like 6 times a week, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. Anyway, I'm gonna be using this RG deck. Haven't made a video on it in a couple weeks, but as you guys know, one of my favorite decks to use in this meta, very strong in the meta as well. Don't need to talk about it too much because, as you guys know, E-Barbs, Mother Witch, so broken right now. And you don't have a lot of air counters, so you kind of want to pray you don't go against Lava Hound, but even Lava Hound you can beat because you can tower trade with the E-Barbs and then sometimes even 3-crown them once you outcycle their ground cards. So if you guys want to support me, use my credit code BOSS, any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support. 1 game away from 7,000 trophies right now, almost in the top 300. We're going to try to get 7,000, maybe try to get, even higher than that, see if we can make it in the top 200. Also, guys, I realized looking at the stats, almost 50%, around 40 to 50% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I decided probably at the beginning of videos, I'm also going to just say a quick thing like, subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my videos. Hopefully that doesn't annoy anyone, but I might start doing that just to try to grow in subscribers. Anyway, see you guys when I find the first game. I'll edit out the search time. Alright, here we go. This is the game for 7,000 trophies if we do end up getting this win here versus CRP Fernando. So he's going to go for an Electro Spirit. Let's go ahead and get our King Tower activated. Going to be very, very useful, especially if he has ground cards that our King Tower can end up hitting. So we're going to go for a Mother Witch. Be good against those skeletons there. So what he wants to do, he's going to go for a Fireball. So he's got Fireball, Electro Spirit, skeletons. Could be RG. He may just have Electro Spirit instead of the Heal Spirit, but it looks like he's actually going to have Expo. So, going to be a good matchup for us. I usually beat Expo with RG. You just want to be patient and wait until double Elixir, and you should be fine. I don't usually play any RGs in single Elixir unless I'm up Elixir, or I just feel like, they go in for an Expo in single Elixir, then obviously I need to go for an RG on top of it. Otherwise, I'm going to just play pretty passively, because if I go for an RG in single Elixir because the Expo player has a faster cycle, they'll be able to outcycle me and potentially, get an Expo to lock on my tower. So we're going to go for high Mother Witches, so this way he can't Fireball the Mother Witch in the tower. He actually goes for the Fireball on the Mother Witch. So just going to keep cycling logs. And then when we get into double Elixir, we can actually go for an RG in the back. We could go for E-Barbs. In fact, we could actually go E-Barbs now. I think it's fine. This is one of the only matchups where I'm fine splitting my E-Barbs. Most of the time, I don't split E-Barbs against most decks. But against Expo, it's usually okay. And that's just because, you're not really... Against Expo, you don't need that DPS, right? I feel like the E-Barbs are so good together, and against Expo, you don't really need to be so concerned about just, nice Mother Witch. I knew he was going to go for skeletons. So we're actually going to get some pigs spawning there, which is going to end up tanking for the RG a bit. He had to spend a lot of Elixir on defense. He may go in for an Expo knowing our RG's out of rotation, but I highly doubt he's going to do that just because he had to spend so much on defense there. So we're gonna take that Fireball value. That's an insanely good Fireball. And then we're actually gonna go ahead and RG. We're gonna go for a high Mother Witch to try to kind of snipe the Tesla. And yeah, we're slowly but surely, taking a little bit of a lead here. We don't have a huge lead just yet, but this is why I said this matchup just gets, really easier and easier as time goes on. He's actually going to go for a defensive Expo, which isn't going to be too bad for me. We should be able to actually just Fireball it. And because Expo has a, not as long of a lifetime now. As you guys know, after the rework, it's going to be dead by the time if he even were to go for another one on offense, it's not really going to support it anymore. He's going to go ahead and cycle a fireball. I don't know how I feel about that play. A little risky, but he's really trying to take a chance here to, you know, pull ahead in damage. So we'll see. Ooh, nice. The heal spirit ends up healing that up there. So he's going to have to defend both these lanes here. So good split lane pressure for us. And then he cycles his Tesla, which means he's not going to be able to have the Tesla against this RG. I'm going to go for a Mother Witch here. And then we're actually going to go for a Heal Spirit. He ended up cycling back to another Tesla, which is unfortunate. He's actually playing this quite good thus far. Got the E-Barbs down in time. Good fireball. And this is actually going to be quite close. Oh gosh. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, he played that pretty well because I almost never lose to Expo. I think he played it like pretty perfectly. Almost as good as like one of the very best Expo players, even though like I don't recognize him as well, like not like Bestine or like Ian or Alperin, like any of the Expo players you might know. I felt like he played it pretty well. Like I'm impressed with how well he played it. We are gonna get 7,000 trophies, so like I'm excited we won, but I was pretty shocked how close that game was. Considering I beat Expo probably like 80% of the time, but maybe even like 90% of the time. I almost never lose that matchup, but he played it perfectly. He did everything he needed to do. I didn't really notice any mistake, and for that reason, it was very close. So well played to him. I'll see you guys when I find the next game. So, yeah, I hope you guys saw what I did there at the end of that game. Like, you saw how I was, you know, cycling spells, because when you don't play your RG or the E-Barbs, your cycle is actually pretty much the same as an Expo player. So that's something to keep in mind. Fisherman first play is pretty safe, considering no one uses Giant Skeleton anymore. Looks like he's going to go for a Miner. So, Miner, ooh, so it's probably Lava then. So we're going to go Mother Witch here. And then from there, we'll see what he wants to do. He is going to have an Inferno Drag, which is not a great sign considering we don't have a reset to that. And he's got Bart. So this is, it's almost like the Pompeo deck, maybe. So I'm not gonna play my Mother Witch just because I think if I played it, it still would have gotten a hit. And this way we save Elixir, and it still only gets one hit. I think that was the correct play. This is gonna be a little difficult just because we don't have a lot of air counters, but we'll see if we can end up winning this. I'm gonna go with E-Barbs to pressure. I have Log ready if he has some sort of ground card. And he's got, okay, so he's got Barbs. So we know that now. Barbs, interesting. Guess I prefer that over him having like a Goblin Cage or something. So this is for sure going to be... that gets a hit. Yeah, there's no way we can stop that. Yeah, this is for sure going to be very difficult. I think we should cycle Mother Witch. Go RG like this. I don't think he has a big spell, though, so that's the one good thing we got going for us. What if I, like, completely ignore that, and then kind of, like... Yo? Yeah, I was like, what if I just, like, you know, ignore the 7 elixir? He wasted in the 7 lane and 3 crown him. There you go. So we beat a pretty difficult matchup, I would say. And that's actually going to put us on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game win streak. Not too shabby at all. Not an easy matchup. I think he threw that game with the push in the opposite lane. He should have just tried to defend. You know, use that Ice Golem on defense, save some elixir, maybe go for defensive miner, you know, whatever. But I think he should have had that game. He just had to defend there. So really nice win, though. 1 game away from the top 200. Here we go. We're against Oxley. Give him the good luck. See what he's using. He's a kind of a little shout out to him. He, you know, he streams on Twitch. He's a pretty good player. One of the best English streamers on Twitch, I would say. So if you watch me on Twitch, you know, you could check him out as well. Okay, so he's got Bar Barrel, Cycle a Log. Bar Barrel, I don't know what he's using, but I will say he uses Graveyard a lot. So when I saw Bar Barrel, I was thinking, like, maybe it's Graveyard, but he probably has Recruits Hogs, which is not that easy of a matchup in my opinion. However, you know, we can still win. We have to play it really well. The reason why it's kind of hard is because of the recruits. Let's just go ahead and log this, I think. He's probably going to go recruits now since I just cycled a log. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I would do if I were him. He's actually going to set up for a Goblin Cage. Yeah, this is a little tough for sure. Goblin Cage is not really something you want to play against when you're using RG. And that's any Goblin Cage deck, like Electro Giant. That's why it's hard, because of the Goblin Cage. So we'll see if we can make it happen, somehow get the win. Guess we'll go for Fisherman in the lane of the 2 Zappies. And he has not played his recruits yet. Very, very interesting. Let's go for a fly. I have to fireball the flying machine every time just because it's so annoying and gets, I feel like, quite a lot of value for him. We're going to go RG here, actually. He's going to go recruits. That's fine. We can actually go E-Barbs all in the same lane. Go Skeletons to distract here. So Mother Witch didn't actually hit the Skeletons, so didn't really get the value it was looking for Oxley there. That's good for us. We can go for a Fireball here on that Mother Witch, and he is going to have to respond to those E-Barbs with the Zappies. Yeah, so, we can't really RG in the back. You don't really want to do that against recruits. So what I'm really surprised is he hasn't gone for Royal Hogs yet. We can actually log the recruits. I'm going to go E-Barbs in this lane. I feel like we kind of have to ignore everything and just pressure here. Go for a log. Ooh, amazing Heal Spirit, wow. Nice, nice Heal Spirit. Okay. But yeah, you guys are seeing why this is such a hard counter. Looking like a loss here for sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be GG. I would say I only win this matchup like probably 20% of the time or so when I play it. Like I'd definitely say it's a hard counter. He played it well though. You know, like he did what he needed to do to win. I saw, I win that matchup like 20% of the time, something along those lines. So it's definitely very hard, but it's still 7K, so looking fine here. We'll try to, win the next couple games. Okay, we found our next game here versus TRT Love. I'm gonna see if this guy wants to do anything. Alright, Zap, so we'll cycle Fisherman. That works. Let's go for a Ghost. Probably Pekka. Pekka is a matchup that I feel like could go either way. I think I'm kind of glad I'm playing against it. You know, hopefully we can win. The reason why I'm glad I'm playing against it is because whenever I do videos on RG, I think people always ask, like, how do you beat Pekka? With this particular, like, RG variant, you have a pretty easy time against Pekka. Well, I shouldn't say easy because, you know, you can lose it, obviously. But it's going to be, you know, easier than with the other RG deck, like when back with the Hunter variant, because the E-Barbs are just, well, like insanely strong, as you guys know. So whenever they play something, the trades you get, like, for your ground defense is just insane. So he's just basically going to give me 4 elixir there. I could RG to pressure, but I actually don't want to do that because then if I do that, I might not have enough elixir to defend the Pekka. So what I'm going to do instead is kind of like, I'm just going to defend. I don't want to be too aggressive in single elixir against Pekka because Pekka is actually pretty OP in single elixir. I would say it's, you know, by far when Pekka gets the most value. And that was some pretty solid defense there. We could actually RG now because he still doesn't have the Pekka in rotation, and because he was so aggressive, I'm confident we'll be able to defend with us having E-Barbs in cycle. I just didn't want to play it right away when he went Pekka in the back because even though, you know, we would have tower traded, I just don't think it would have been, I don't know, like, I just think it would have been a risky play. So he's going to get a good amount of damage there, but I don't, I'm a little surprised that he zapped because you see he had to kind of overspend there on those E-Barbs on defense. So he's probably going to Pekka in the left lane. At least that's what I think he's going to do, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to RG because we have this Fisherman down. He's actually going to go for a Battle Ram. That's very interesting. Because our E-Barbs are just going to be getting a ton of value here on defense. I'm honestly not too concerned about this because the Mother Witch is going to distract this here. And then we do have to watch out for this. It might connect, but it's not going to take our tower, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and RG here because he's not... Yeah, he doesn't have enough to play a Pekka because he just went in for a Bandit and a Magic Archer. So if this RG just gets 2 hits, that will put us in Fireball... what? Yeah. Oops. Let's try to redeem ourselves in the next game, shall we? Oh my goodness, guys. So yeah, I can't believe, if I'm being honest, I can't really believe that just happened. I mean, that loss I just had, that was disappointing. Why did this guy just... Okay, hold on. A little caught off guard there. I don't know why this guy went E-Giant first play. Very, very interesting. Guess we're going to just go ahead and play E-Barbs. So this is going to be a very difficult matchup. I can already tell because E-Giant usually is a hard matchup to beat, in my opinion. If he has Goblin Cage, it's going to be even harder. I talked about this in the game versus Oxalate. It's pretty difficult to beat decks that have Goblin Cage when you're using RG, and E-Giant usually has Goblin Cage. So I just think this is going to be a little obnoxious, and there he goes again with the E-Giant. Yeah, this is probably a pretty hard counter because he also has Firecracker. I just think this is going to be annoying. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but I think it's going to be pretty hard. What I'm going to try to do is go for a Fisherman and kind of like pull this so that way we could get, you know, some of like our other tower to help potentially, but unfortunately, you know, he has that Tornado, so I don't even know if, to tell you the truth, I don't even know if him protecting that was the right play because now we can actually get the King activated against the Firecracker. I think it would have been smarter if he just went and let the Firecracker die instead of playing Skeletons. So we're going to pressure with an RG now. I feel a little more comfortable defending now that we have the King Tower activated. However, if he has a... well, that's, I would say, even worse in my opinion. So he has a Tesla, which, as you guys know, really OP right now. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, we're going to try to... you know, defend this, I guess, the best we can. Really, you know, good log there. Let's, you know, get a Mother Witch down, try to take out this Firecracker. I actually am going to go ahead and pressure with an RG here just because we have all that down in the opposite lane. He ends up going in for the Electro Giant, and this is actually not looking too great for him in his current situation. I think he might have been a little too aggressive there, and we do see he, you know, he has to overspend quite a lot on defense, so that's actually going to kind of encourage me to be pretty aggressive here. We're actually going to go ahead and of course the the Firecracker being annoying as always, propelling itself from the opposite lane so the Fisherman doesn't pull it. You know, that's great. I'm actually going to go ahead and RG in the back in the right lane. Again, with us just having that King Tower activated, I feel, you know, way more confident defending his Electro Giant pushes. So I am really glad we did end up making that happen. Let's go for, you know, I'm going to Fireball. I really want to just get rid of that, honestly. We're going to go for a Heal Spirit to, you know, heal everything up. And then we're actually going to... Ooh, I was going to Mother Witch to take out the Skeletons, but unfortunately he went for an Electro Giant. However, he did play that Electro Giant in the opposite lane that he has damage in, so we were able to take a little bit there, which was nice. Good Fireball here. Logs out of rotation, so let's try to take advantage of that. He might be back to it now. Yeah, okay, so he messes up the Tornado. So we're gonna actually RG. He lost. I mean, he's gonna be able to play a Tesla, but it's gonna be too late. And he's not gonna have the elixir to defend. So this guy, I don't think he played very well, but I will say definitely wasn't as hard as E-Giant with Dark Prince and Cage. So, you know, we were able to win a little easier. So yeah. Glad we were able to win there. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this was, I would say, probably one of the biggest chokes. I guess you could say bloopers. That's what people say when something goes wrong. Yeah, we lost by 2 HP, a game we should have won. That I clearly, when I'm recording videos, I have a harder time doing math in my head. So yeah, that's good to note. So we don't, you know, do that again. We lost by 2 HP. Luckily, we do win this against an interesting E-Giant deck. And you know what? Because he had Earthquake, it's probably my matchup. Earthquake gets, like, no value for him. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy that video. We finished a little below 7K, but, you know, we ended up making it there. So, you know, good video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like it if you did. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. And, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for my next video yet. I don't know when the next global tournament's starting. Hopefully one starts up soon. I think it's going to be a mini collection one, which is pretty cool. At least from what I've heard. I don't know for sure. Yeah, we'll see. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.